Alright, what's good, everyone? Good morning. There is a lot that had just happened in one day that I wish could have been more, but I was glad I got to have that day anyways. And we'll get into that momentarily. I just need to start a new world on here. Then I can have the gameplay ready. And then we can start getting into it. It's just like still crazy to me how I went from it's just crazy how, like, last year I had officially gotten into VTubing, and then a year later I get such a cool opportunity like that. Alright, you guys have waited long enough. Time to actually have the gameplay ready. Okay, there we go. Just need to make sure this is more... There we go. Now that can display correctly. And just pause that music for a second. And get our playlist ready. Alright, hold on. I can't start with something that intense just yet. Let me just bring that down a little. Wait a minute. Why is it... Okay, that could have been bad. Spotify, what are you doing? That's supposed to be playing through the other audio channel. I don't know what happened there. Where are the settings? Okay, if I right-click here... Okay, sound settings. Spotify is supposed to be playing through a different device. Oh, that's not the right one. I almost could have gotten the VOD immediately muted. So let me just see if I can set Spotify to the right device this time, or if I gotta go in the settings to do so. No, it can't be the Spotify settings. It's either the mixer, it's either the volume mixer, or... It's either through the volume mixer, or... I don't know, there was something here that allowed me to do so. They better not have patched that. Okay, wait, is it volume mixer? Yeah, Spotify is not supposed to be playing through that. There it is. Now to see if this actually... Wait a minute. Okay, now we change this to here. There you go. Now you guys get music. So we've got a lot to talk about over what happened this weekend, or last weekend. So, Saturday, for those that weren't aware from anything I mentioned on Twitter, or from anything I've slightly talked about in the Discord server, On Saturday, I went to my very first Offkai. I put on the full dedication to the cosplay of my own character with the red fedora and the red blazer. Now, interestingly, well, I had the white shirt too. Interestingly, I meant to get a black tie, but it turns out that I did not have one of those. So what I had to do was I had to borrow the colorful tie from the time that I cosplayed as the Onceler. And that seemed to work well. It's just like everywhere I go, I can't escape the Onceler, no matter what. Okay, make one of these. And I got to meet some cool people there too. There were some that I recognized from like the ones that I had. There were some that I recognized from like the photos that they'd post on Twitter, like right before they're about to go to Offkai. And some had like mentioned if you see like a person with this characteristic or that characteristic, that is most likely me. And I just paid attention to that, and I took like a mental note of that, and then I'd greet them, being like, "Oh, hey, I recognize that." Yeah, I'm not allowing that scam message. I was not expecting virtual insanity to show up. Oh, almost forgot to switch to the multi-chat. Yeah, I got to meet I remember seeing like one example. I remember seeing Vix Vandal, a VTuber artist that I follow. Like I recognized the badge name and the outfits that they had. It was like, oh yeah, I thought that name seemed familiar. And they gifted me a card, and they gifted me a card that they drew, and that was cool. Another one that I also got to show up to Adfree's meet and greet. And of course with just being in complete awe that I got to meet the real Adfree. Of course I had to be like, no way, the bug is real. But what I was not expecting was that in response, she was also like, no way, he's real. Like she recognized not only the name, but I mean, not only like the red fedora, but the name as well. I just, how did my life get to this point, man? And she was just like insanely nice. It was really cool to be able to show up to that meet and greet. Another one that I had shown up for, Yomi Quinley was doing a meet and greet. Though this one was virtual, not in person this time. And with like meeting some of the people there in person. With meeting some of the people there in person, there were like things that they were handing out that I could bring home as souvenirs and gifts. But since I was meeting Yomi virtually, I asked for a photo I asked if I could take a photo with her, and she was down for that. And we did so. And I will forever keep that in my memory and in my photo library. Like that was just so cool. And then I also got to meet Kathy. And as a result, she did get her revenge for the repo incident, where I had just trolled her with the photon blaster. And I'm not gonna lie, that was deserved. Though in all fairness, I will only troll for the most part, if I troll someone in a game, it just means I like their company. I'm the kind of person that if I really didn't like someone, I wouldn't be talking to them in the first place. Like, I would intentionally go out of my way to not speak to them. But yeah, I got to meet KV. She got a revenge on me and killed me and murdered me. This is all pre-recorded, so this whole stream is just pre-recorded in case KV would have killed me in revenge for the repo incident. So any particular chat message would be purely coincidental. If I just so happen to read it, I saw it in the future. Got to meet her friend Errol as well. And he was chill. Now, unfortunately, I wanted to meet Vaughn as well. Shout out to Vaughn. But I was not able to cross paths with him, unfortunately. And I would have absolutely loved to. But I was not able to see... the mask that he would have. Like, that would have been so recognizable to me. And I would completely understand if he was nervous to approach you first, because I would have been like the same way. I'd want to make sure that who I have spotted is the right one. Is the same person that I'm thinking of. Because otherwise it would have been very awkward. And speaking of awkwardness, I was expecting to be a lot more shy and awkward at my first Offkai. And it really put me at ease, being like, oh, everyone is just as shy and awkward as I am. And from noticing that, I was like, I really do belong.
There's my favorite white boy!
Oh, welcome, Bones. As I was just starting to talk about my first experience at Offkai, I was just speaking about how there were like a lot of different people that I got to meet. An artist by the name of Vix Vandal. I got to meet Adfree of SVA. I got to meet Yomi Quinley. Yomi was like someone that I met virtually, and I also got to meet KV, who, as I mentioned before, got her revenge from me trolling her in repo. Now, unfortunately, as brought up before, I completely missed out on the opportunity to meet Vaughn. I would have absolutely loved to meet him. But I just was running out of time and was not able to see the pigeon. Now, next year, which might be challenging knowing that it would be in April. No pigeon, I know. Now, next year, even though April may be a challenge, well, it'll be a challenge for a lot of people, especially if they're like VTubers that also study or are currently studying. But either way, I want to do my best to make the most out of the 3 days that I can get, because this year, from like outside circumstances, even though I had gotten the full weekend pass, I was not able to use it, in the sense of I was not able to get a ride on Friday and Saturday, and if I were completely up to me, I would have loved to go for all 3 of those days. Next year, I'm hoping to make sure that I can go for all 3 of those days. And next year, I will, for sure, make sure to cross paths with a pigeon. Because, like, I may not have spoken to him a whole lot, but he seems like a very, very chill guy. I would love to meet him. Who else did I get to... I also did not get to cross paths with Sir Steve. I was just not able to find where he would have been. It would have been cool to meet him too. Okay, this feels uneven. I need to extend this a little bit. I think Ali was there, Alien Mixture, virtually, but it was like on the same day that I was there, but I had completely missed out. I was elsewhere while the virtual meet and greet was happening. So, out of me just completely not having track of time, I did not get to meet her, unfortunately. And it would have probably been a while since, oh no, I just know that she had been on an indefinite hiatus for a while. And I hope that the hiatus is treating her well as she takes some time to recover. But I hope to be able to meet her one day. There are like a lot of other VTubers that I had unfortunately missed out on. Sklimbo, I really wish that I could have met. Because Sklimbo seems like the kind of guy that I would seriously vibe with. I've had with him yapping about a lot of nutrition and fitness stuff. I as someone that really got into that topic from losing like 20 to 25 pounds and keeping that off. Well, I lost like 40, but then like had rubber banded a little bit. That topic had really stuck out to me, and I feel like he and I could go on for that topic for who knows how long. I could really vibe with him. I feel like I could really vibe with him. Oh, let's smelt some of this so I can get some torches, really. I had also missed out on meeting Cha Cha, your V-Mom, and Cottontail VA. And I could tell, like, with some people knowing that I don't actively seek any OnlyFans or Fansly content, and being on the Ace spectrum, I definitely would have had people being like, so, what were you doing at the Fansly booth there? and I would have... And I've even had, like, Hirsch tell me, like, you know, you never really struck me as a Cottontail fan. And I was just like, I think she's funny. It really is just that. Alright, into the lava you go. I get none of that XP. Oh, here, you want to fall in the trap too? Yeah, so I was able to stay there until, like... I'd originally planned 6 p.m. so I'd be able to have some dinner and be home in time, but unfortunately that is also what prevented me from being able to cross paths with the pigeon himself. Oh, I almost forgot. I also got to meet Ray. And that was so insane, especially because... Oh. There we go. That was especially insane because the line had been capped twice, and I nearly thought I wasn't going to be able to meet Ray with how packed the line was. But against all odds, I was able to meet him. I was able to meet Ray, his wife Tina, and his community manager Glasses. All at the GamerSupps booth. And that was so cool. Oh, gotta get some sticks here. Would need a few more. There we go. Now I'm prepared to light the rest of it. Now to build a door. There's another that I follow. There's another VTuber that I follow by the name of Biddles that was doing that originally planned to do like a virtual meet and greet in like one of those robots that move around on Saturday, but she was dealing with technical difficulties and had to move it to Sunday. And the unfortunate thing was that Sunday, as much as I wanted to be there, I would not have been able to. So I missed out on that too. Next year, even though it's going to be April by then, I want to make sure I get as much use out of all those days as possible. Dearest Pigeon Postmaster, if you happen to come across this particular part of the VOD, or if this gets clipped, we shall cross paths. Mark my words. I hope to cross paths with a lot more people next time. And like a lot of the people that I met, some being mutuals, some being creators that I enjoy watching. They've all been very nice. I know it's been like a running gag for like, I noticed there's been like the running gag of like the VTuber sphere being filled with nothing but dramatics, nothing but drama. But really, I don't know if it's just me staying in my lane or just being lucky. But a lot of the VTubers that I've met have been super nice. And don't really have the patience for that kind of thing. So that was like, yeah, like my experience with them has been nothing but great. I am lacking in cobblestone. I know at some point KV would plan on showing up in Echo's stream to talk about Offkai, and I do not expect to be able to be brought into that call when talking about it. Message clip sending via bird mail directly to Vaughn. Oh boy. I bet he'll be glad to hear that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I have no idea if Echo and KV would allow me to join that call to talk about my experience as well. Because I think it's mostly their thing, just letting KV talk about Offkai with Echo. Oh boy. Gotta keep the skeleton away. Just this one. I don't know if they'd let me on. Cause it might just be their thing to talk about. But if they do allow me to be on there, I'd be more than happy to talk about Offkai as well. As mentioned I'd went into it on Twitter, but there were some goodies that I got that I don't know if I'd show on stream because I'd have to keep inserting like the new image source for each of them. But I got the card from Vix. I got Brain, please work. I got this card that was from Adfree's meet and greet. That was it. Brain, please work. I keep. Okay. It was this card that had a QR code that led to her Twitter, and it had like the drawing of the Adfree logo. Now I didn't get anything from the meet and greet with Yomi except for the photo, and I also got a photo with Ray at the meet and greet. And not only that, but a card that he had signed as well. And I don't know how embarrassing it is to admit it, but I did quote like one of the shorts that he was involved in that I really liked. I was referencing this short where he was telling someone to go to the 4-watt setting in a game and turn it down. So they had to turn down 4-watt. And what I said to him was, I took your advice from that one short, and all my games have been running better ever since I would turn down 4-watt. And I'm glad to know that he appreciated that. Just make myself sound like a nerd with some of these. But you know what? I'll gladly admit that I'm guilty about that. I have to wonder with the... I wonder how Vaughn is going to respond to that clip of me just wanting to let him know that I will cross paths with him eventually. There's going to be like a response on like Discord or Twitter, because I don't think I have him added on Discord at the moment, but I would. But I'm open to that. Plus, if he's hosting a game of Dead by Daylight or Left 4 Dead 2 and needs like another person in the lobby, I'd be down. Oh, that's right, I should make a chest here. And the meetup with Ray was not the only time that I had stopped by the GamerSups booth. Because I had also seen that they were offering some tubs of GamerSups. And what I got was good Smitty's flavor. And I didn't even look closely until after I bought it that I realized that it was the caffeine-free kind. And I still found it useful. I don't know if it'd give me like the same amount of energy as the caffeinated version. But if I wanted to, I could make ice cream out of the caffeine-free version. Just mix that in with a lot of the other ingredients that I'd use to make a pint of ice cream to use in the Ninja Creamy, and then freeze that up, and then put that in the machine. Just think about it. GamerSup's ice cream. I feel like that would slap. And I'll get to test that out eventually with good. Now, whether or not I could record a video of that, I'm gonna have to wait until this one red jacket that I bought comes in the mail. Because of course, since it'd be me involved, if I had to be on camera, of course I'd have to get the sunglasses, mask, and the red fedora. But sometimes I don't want to put on the red blazer all the time. So I feel like the more casual outfits for my character, if I'm not going with the red blazer, the tie and stuff, I'll probably use like this red jacket and a black shirt underneath. Plus, it'd be useful for if I am still waiting on... If like there's parts of the outfit that I'm waiting for them to be clean. It's a good backup. And when not only did I get some the caffeine-free gamer subs, I had also found that they had these... Well, they had these water coolers, I want to say, that like how you'd be at an office and they'd have like these water coolers that dispense the water. They had one of those for some of the flavors, but I don't remember which flavor the pink one was. But there was a blue one that turned out to be Blowhole Blast, and I gotta say, I like Blowhole Blast. I know at some point I want to restock on the caffeinated version of Gamer Supps. Because I am starting to run out of sploosh. I'm down to like the last serving tomorrow. And if I can put some money aside for another tub of whichever flavor would happen to be available, I look forward to that. And sploosh just happened to be one of the flavors that didn't really have any sus-looking art on the front of it. It's one of the things that makes that makes it tricky to buy one of those tubs and not be judged for it. Because I know especially with me being on... With me not being very, very horny or sus, I'd definitely be getting questions if they saw, like, a tub of gamer subs that had like, these big-breasted anime women on it, and they would just be asking me, so, what's this about? So what are you doing with this kind of thing right here, sir? And Sploosh is one of those that didn't have a woman with large breasts on the cover of it, but the name still turned out to be questionable, as I did not know what other things Sploosh could mean. Then we have my friends Six and Hirsch. Just every time I say sploosh, they just repeat that splooge. Which, I don't know. That might be another name for it. I don't know. All right, now we make one of these. Okay, should I move into here for further yapping? You know what? Maybe I could. Yeah, let's do so. Alright, I got some iron. But I think I'm gonna need more... We're gonna need more nourishment. Oh, am I gonna have to kill another rabbit just to survive? Sorry, man. Alright, now we cook some of the rabbits. What can the rabbit's foot be used for? Oh, brewing. So I had known that Vix had recognized me by the red fedora, and so did Adfree, and KV had recognized me from the red fedora and the red suit. But outside of that, I'm not expecting it. Outside of that, I know like one person had thought that I was at a Numi concert, which I don't know anything about Numi. So I think that might have been a coincidence. But still, like having some people recognize me, recognize the red fedora and be like, "Oh, it's you." That's still insane. But just last year, I was starting to get into VTubing, and later that year, I had come across with some other VTubers and content creators. Because like as I was starting out, VTubing, I had this well, still have like this one group of people that I'd usually play games with or have along for the streams. And I still will have them on. Just that sometime later that year when I had started VTubing, I'd eventually get to meet Six, Hirsch, and quite a lot of people that they know. But I didn't have what the heck was that noise? I'm gonna just keep away from that. I got to hang out with them and some of their friends, and some I would eventually get to stream with a bit more the year after. Like Egg is one of them, Edgy Gamer Gal, and they had messaged me in April for doing a stream of Toontown Corporate Clash, and it became the month of just doing a collab stream of Corporate Clash. And this Sunday morning, okay, calm down, sir. Oh, okay. So this Sunday morning, not yesterday, but like the Sunday that's coming up, I'll be bringing back the Corporate Clash streams with Egg. Not the Nuzlocke one, but the playthrough that I was doing with Egg in April. And I'm looking forward to that. Definitely gonna need the rabbit. Oh, didn't mean to place that. I know they had also briefly mentioned... since there was a lot going on this year, that they might also consider Offkai next year. And I think just recently it was announced that it would be in April. So I'm hoping that means that... I'm hoping that there wouldn't be any changes of plans for that. Because I would absolutely love to meet them as well. Oh, what is something following me? I heard a rumble. I gotta find more iron to make a better sword. And armor. Is it this way? Where do I find more iron? Okay, creeper. That is way too close! Oh! Oh my goodness. I can tell the harbingers nearby, judging by the mini-map. It's another rabbit's foot. Let me just swoop by here and heal a bit. Gonna roast some duck. Is there a rat nearby? Oh, there's a mysterious icon on the minimap. Another duck must be sacrificed. Wait, what dropped here? I saw another thing that was dropped, but I don't know what it was. Alright, killing the rabbit. And then this one. Stingray. Oh, it was an emerald shard. Where'd the stingray go? Oh! That explains where the other stingray is. Just sneak attacked me. Ooh, berries. I hate banshees so much. That was a banshee. Okay, give me 1 second as I create a new one. This was too short. New World 2. Yeah, banshees are the worst. What? Oh, right, I forgot to answer your question. Was Corporate Clash just a one-time stream? No, there will be more. Both with both the playthrough with Egg and a continuation of the Nuzlocke run. I just gotta figure out what. Oh boy, I can't wait to. Boy, I can't wait to see that. Sorry if you responded was clipping to death. No worries. My brain just completely paused there. Oh yeah. The Corporate Clash stream, the one that was the Nuzlocke run, that was not the end of that. I will be getting back to that at some point. I just gotta figure out what would be a good time and day to bring that back. I swear, if that bear is charging towards me... No, come on. Sir? Sir? I'm busy right now. I'm a little ahead now on my second run. Interesting. Just beat the Cellbot HQ. Man, you've been grinding. Nicely done. Come on. If I could just swoop in and take the wood. But yeah, I know Sunday I'll be returning to Corporate Clash with Egg. So be on the lookout for that. Did the bear leave me alone? Okay, thank goodness. Okay, this song is a lot more chill. For the most part. Alright, Make one of these. This will be a good place to put it. Make one of these. And then I can get more wood. I had wondered if at some point I should start doing these more chill hardcore streams in the evening time again. Because I know that that different people are usually free in the evening, and different people are usually free in the morning. I'm not really too picky with the times, just that I am usually... Maybe I'm just so used to both morning and the evening that I almost never consider the afternoon. Am I open to afternoon streaming? Sure. Especially if someone invites me to a collab that's in the morning or the evening. My time is usually free until like at least a certain hour when I'd start eating. Where would be a good place to put the house? I have to wonder if YouTube sent me an email about the song playing earlier, getting me claimed. Okay, no email so far. That's good. That's right, I was going to place the house somewhere. This might be a good spot. Yeah, this can work. Okay, wait. There. That could be where the farm goes. And then here is the entrance. That's all evened out. And now for this wall. I kind of want to see if at some point someone would if they could make Mecha Chameleon maps based off of Toontown. But not at the moment, because I've heard the news about some custom maps being infected with malware. And I want to wait until that's all settled before trusting something like that. I don't know a whole lot about that, but better safe than sorry. It's a shame, because I want to be able to play that game again. I got to play it with Six and some other friends offline. And suppose I were invited to a game of Mecha Chameleon, I would totally be down. But I also want to make sure that my PC is not going to be compromised. So when that's all sorted out, I definitely want to play it again, even if I'm not the best at it. I'm gonna need more cobblestone for the furnace. I know offhand there's a mod for Lethal Company that has an interior that's... Well, no, not interior, but has a planet that's based off of the Cellbot factory. And it's quite a long distance towards the doors. But I like it. Okay, now to begin crafting this. Wait, what's in the bird's nest? Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Frost scorpion boots. Sure. Just smelt those so I can get... Or just use those as fuel. So I can get something to eat. Alright, cooked rabbit. Ooh, slime pearl. Aside from... Oh, wait. There we go. Aside from when I'd be returning to the run of Corporate Clash with Egg on Sunday, Wednesday I may be looking to get some people together for a game of the Game of Life. Not the Steam version, but there's this one version of the Game of Life from 1998 for the PC that I used to play a lot with. I used to play a lot. Well, I do tend to play it annually. Back then, I used to play it locally with. Oh, crap, so it would be Past the Pad-esque? Not quite. The way that it would work, I've sort of based this off of the way that Peanut Butter Gamer had done it with some of his viewers, where when it was the other person's turn, they would have him... They would, like, tell him what to click when it was their turn. So in a similar way... Well, this wouldn't be as complicated, since it would be me in a call with a few others that'd be interested. I'd be screen sharing the game, and when it would be their turn, I would have them tell me what to click when it was their turn. And because it's that simple and no one else has to own the game, I think pretty much anyone that would be down to play the game with me would be able to join me. So I could just be like, hey, you want to if you happen to be free at this time, you want to play the Game of Life with me? Not the one on Steam, but there's old one that you don't have to own with me. Pretty much anyone I know could join. Yeah, also dang, PBG mentioned. I love Peanut Butter Gamer. He makes such great content. He made great content and he still makes great content. Sometimes I still think about that Luigi song that he made. Was it Buff Luigi? That I don't know the name of it, but it was like the song about Buff Luigi. I'd see that resurface on Twitter every now and then, to the point where I'd see a Teto cover of it. Out of that entire group, I think PBG is the only one to make it out without controversy. I'd consider this true. My only exception to that would be hearing his take on Mario Party 8 being one of the worst ones out of the Mario Party franchise. And I'm like, dude, that was my introduction to Mario Party. What do you mean? I will be slightly petty about that, but it's all in jest. Aside from that bit, yeah, I don't think he's been in any major controversy. I don't know if anyone from the Continue show has been part of controversy. So I know Satchbags was... I know Satchbags had left after what happened with Jared. But I don't think that was much of a controversy as much as it was like him just not wanting to associate with all of that. I'll never forget how Jared went from all that stuff to just saying a lot of gooner stuff on Blue Sky and promoting his OnlyFans. He is he's something else, I can tell you that much. Oh, is that a desert spider? Yeah, he did. I don't have enough sustenance. Wither a ghastly bulwark weakness? Oh, I don't have I'm not ready for you, sir. Oh! I guess I just gotta be ready to reflect. Gremlin. Pale spider. Ooh, fallen star. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, shiny. What is this? Cave crystal. Oh. How did you find me already? I'm just trying to live my life. Lightning creeper and that zombie. Aha! Rare defensive zombie of apathy. Slowly taking him down. But I don't think it's worth it. Can I even swoop by and get the fallen star? Okay, to the side. Alright, there we go. As for these zombies... Stop, I don't have a proper weapon! Okay, now I could get a better weapon. Spider. Don't. I'm not prepared. Okay, this is an upgrade. I could smelt the rest of this. Because I do not have... Oh, I just got an idea for what to queue on Spotify next because I could find it. The next one is not what you think it is. Oh, if I can just click here, add to queue, then it should be the next one. I'm so glad that I can find this! Wow, the creeper didn't even time that right with the rhythm. I forgot the group's name. Normal Boots. But you were close. But yeah, it did have Peanut Butter Gamer, John Tron, Completionist, Pro Jared, Did You Know Gaming, The continue show Satch bags for a while. I think for a while it. Hang on, I remember some new people being added to normal boots after PBG Gameplays Minecraft Hardcore series got moved to the normal boots channel. Looked at PBG's older videos. The normal boots domain has been hijacked. It must not be a thing anymore. Normal boots as an entity is officially non-existent. Oh. That's unfortunate. I remember the last two members being the last two new members that were being added to it. Well, last three. There was Lady Pelvic, Chadtronic, and Claire, who most people know as Proton John. It's interesting that even though Claire had transitioned, that she still accepts Proton John as an alias. I've known a friend that is huge into the Runway guys. So it must have been interesting for him to find out that Proton John had been a part of Normal Boots since 2021. Let's Let's use that door as fuel. There we go. Got some torches. I don't remember. Did Shane, by the name, did Shane, the head of Did You Know Gaming, have any controversy behind him? I wouldn't know. So for all I know, it could have been something like some things in Did You Know Gaming not being correct. I wouldn't know. Okay, not enough fuel. Need more saplings to... Nothing comes to mind. So I guess he and Peanut Butter Gamer must be like the two guys from Normal Boots that had like the least amount of controversy. Oh, do I have... No, I don't have the cobblestone to make a shovel for that. You won't kill me that time. Another thing I realize is that with the different... With the Game of Life from 1998, since I could just screen share that in a call and have others join me for that, if I wanted to, which I probably could, if he wanted me to, they could just put me in their Discord's streaming channel, and they can invite people that we're both cool with for a game of the Game of Life. And it'd be like an interesting... It'd be like... I don't want to say friend swap, because I think that term has been losing its meaning. Like, some have been using it negatively, and I don't really agree with that. But like one of those games where like one of those games that can bring quite a group of people together, like Jackbox or Gary's Mod or Repo or Lethal Company, or Peak. I hesitate to call it friend slop, though. Because some people want to turn that into a negative thing. But one of those games. A very collaborative game, if you will. Almost game show-like, now that I think about it. Yes, there's the wood that I was looking for. Oh, low on food. And can finish this wall. Patch that up. And before either Six or Lyra shows up in chat to remind me that I still need to build a ceiling. I know. Oh, not enough cobblestone for another furnace, but do banshees care about ceilings? They can just burst through the sky. In the sense of just, they could just, if you're out in the open and they can like look under to see, they can just look under where they're floating to find you, then unless there's a ceiling, that won't stop them. So they are more likely to charge at you if you just have an open roof. And that was my weakness for a while, just forgetting to build a roof or its ceiling. That is not what got me killed, but it was... But it would be banshees that would usually kill me. And I really hate those things. Especially because they jump scare me and just scream at me. It's weird that a lot of non-horror games have been the ones to jump scare me the most. Like if I'm playing Minecraft hardcore. Ah! What did I tell you? What is that? What is that timing? Thank you for proving my point, random creeper. I have to wonder if I woke up my brother with that scream. I should probably cook some of the pork chops so I can recover some of my health. Let me see if I can gather some hearts from here. There we go. Are shields a thing in this version? Yes. I just keep forgetting to make one. Although the Iron Giant swords also happen to work they happen to double as shields. Let's smelt some of this. What use am I gonna have for a blue orchid? I guess there's that. Now we have some of the pork chops. Actually, both of them. Now we get some iron. Now we continue looking in that cave. And hope that I don't get jump scared by another random creeper. I choose not to murder this fox. Because for all I know, it could be a distant relative of Lyra or Echo. And I do not want to upset either of them. In that sort of way. That's going too far. I could not disrespect the Vulpecula sisters. Not genuinely. I could troll, but not disrespect. Oh, more iron. I can almost reach this. There we go. We will be one step closer to a giant iron sword. Oh, there's another one. The song is longer than I remember it. Then again, I'm used to hearing it shortened in, like, several movies and commercials. Ooh. I wonder if... Let it all crumble. What about this? Just make my way out here. And let this crumble. Random block of wood. Make use out of this. I gotta be careful when killing the crabs, because if I just hit them once, they can start charging towards me and doing damage. Just close that up. That's not a snail, that's a slug. Just small amounts of XP from killing the snails. I wonder if there's a name tag that I can find that I can just name that fox after one of the Vulpecula sisters. Time for an upgrade. Sea oats, when am I gonna have use for those? Get those out of there. Violet cave crystal. What can these be used for? Magenta rune or one of those? Chiseled stone. What can the runes be used for? Okay, rainbow rune. Are those just for display? Okay, now we can make a big sword. Now, as you can see, this can double as a shield. So we are much more prepared. Let's explore more of that cave, see if we can find anything. I've had just about enough of you charging towards me. That probably wasn't even the same bear, but I'm mad. Oh, random zombie. You're trapped in that hole! No. Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely gonna need the rotten flesh. Come on, recover. That was definitely a close one. Did I not pick up the crab meat? Okay, heart, and then heart. I will not kill the fox in cold blood. This random block of wood is bothering me, but I don't know how to... Wait, can I reach it? There we go. Just the fact that it was up there, not holding on to anything, was bothering me. Alright, here we go. I am more protected. I'll keep my eye on here. I don't think I'm gonna have use for either of those things. Oh wait, this I might have use for. Floating farm. Why not? No cave in there. No cave in there. I don't want the sea oats. Come on, heal up. Just get me some of that coal. Zombie right behind me. There's supposed to be another zombie here, but I don't see it on the minimap. Is it on the ground? Wait, wait. I want to befriend you. There we go. This is your home now. Wait, where'd you go? Did the bunny already disappear? What just happened there? Is that a fishing zombie? No, just a zombie with a sword. Okay, then you'll be my friend this time. Is that the escaper? The one that broke free? No, well, wait. I need company. You keep the house safe. You hear? Here we are. But what's this tree doing here? This feels so out of place in this biome. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that just yet. Oh, I thought that was a giant skeleton, but no, it was a giant sentient tree. Sorry, I needed the fuel. Quit making noise, you're disturbing the bunny. Okay, now we get some of the steak. And eat the rest of this. Oh, there's still some of the pick that hasn't been used. Stash the rest of this. Well, as I do that, there's a falling star somewhere. Don't go away now. It just still baffles me that last year was like the beginning of my VTubing journey. Then I'm at a point where a year later I get the opportunity to go to Offkai, one of the, if I'm not mistaken, one of the biggest VTuber conventions out there. And being able to meet all these people is just still insane to me. And I cannot wait to go there again. I may have been in the content creation thing since like 2017. But I was just mostly a faceless guy playing games back then. I mean, like, the branding had a face. You had, like, my character with the red suit and fedora. But, like, 2024, that was when it was either 2023 or 2024 when I officially got into being a PNG tuber, attaching that character as an animated avatar with a few frames. Then 2025 was when that character got even more frames as a VTuber. Now, I don't expect it to happen that fast because I imagine it would be quite expensive to get it going. But imagine like a 3D model of my character. I feel like it would take up a lot of power and a lot of power from the RAM and GPU of my PC. But if I had the budget to get something like that started, that would be cool to set up. Yeah, I see you, zombie. You're not getting away that easily. Okay, now to see what this cave is about. Oh, no, you don't. Let's see, what's in here? Hear the sound of a gremlin. Alright, in here. Take some of the coal. Oh, wait. The wooden pick. There we are. There goes the wooden pick. Where are those two? They just keep making noises. Alright, I'll take some gold too. Oh. Didn't mean for the crouching to happen. place some of those torches here. Where are you? Outside here? Quicksand sapper sticky. Oh wow. It was that easy. Shut up. Can't even do anything with those claws. Floating eyeballs. This is where you are, huh? I know you're here somewhere. Ooh, diamond. What do I not need? Alright, I'll be taking those. Oh, there he is. Oh. Weber Gravity Rust Bulwark Darkness. This is gonna be a tough one. But I think we got this. First, we shall try this. What else did he drop? Okay, nothing else. Let's get the rest of this coal. And even more gold here. We're gonna have plenty of iron by the time that we get back home. I hear the sound of a skeleton walking around. Better not... Okay. I thought it was gonna drop down suddenly. Oh, okay. You were not winning that. Okay, we can get some of the gold here. Finding a lot of stuff in this cave. And we stopped by this iron. I can't reach the other. Plenty of goods here. Oh wait, I just came from there. This song just had me thinking, like, what if this particular singer from Styx happened to do a Queen cover. So I know there have been a whole album of different singers and musicians doing Queen covers. Like one had Jeff Tate of Queensryche singing "Somebody to Love" and Glenn Hughes doing "Get Down Make Love." What was another one? Mickey Thomas of Starship and Jefferson Starship covering "Play the Game." I think there are others that I could find on that same album. Is that even still available? Queen. Play the Game. Mickey Thomas. Oh, this is it. Stone Cold Queen, that's one compilation. Stone Cold Crazy, covered by Robin Zander, Steve Stevens, Billy Sheehan, and Matt Sorum. Robin Zander, why does that name sound familiar? Oh, he's the lead singer of Cheap Trick. I knew that stood out to me. Skeleton Stray. Never would have suspected that's the name of this kind of skeleton. We also got Fat Bottom Girls covered by Joe Lynn Turner of Deep Purple and Rainbow. And Eric Singer, the drummer for Kiss. Which I'm always gonna find it odd that the members of the original remaining members of Kiss didn't just go with different makeup for the newer drummer and lead guitarist. It just feels weird to me. Like putting him, like if I had a like if I had a friend that was also a VTuber but had chosen to retire or graduate and ditch the persona, if I got someone else to be that exact same model and persona, that would be super weird. So I would not do that. Like, you could put the Lone Ranger mask on someone that isn't the Lone Ranger, but it's not gonna make them the Lone Ranger. Oh, I gotta heal a bit. Oh, I'm glad I caught that. Who else do we got on this cover compilation? Oh, that's right. Glenn Hughes also covered Killer Queen. I've always been fascinated by cover album collections like that. That would have like all these different rock stars covering famous songs by other bands and rock stars. Like there's Welcome to My Nightmare by Alice Cooper being covered by Ronnie James Dio. And Ronnie James Dio had also covered Dream On by Aerosmith with Yngwie Malmsteen on guitar. What's another example that comes to mind? Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne being covered by Dee Snider of Twisted Sister. Not something you would have expected. I know Joe Lynn Turner had also covered quite a few famous rock songs on cover albums. Ooh, lapis. Let's make some more of those. So we can get more torches. Wow, we got Catman John using archive footage of Louis Armstrong. I would hope that he got the okay from Louis Armstrong's family for that. Good morning, Six. Just at the beginning of the stream, I was yapping about Offkai quite a bit, and I could probably circle around to that if there's like any curiosity you may have about that. Because I could go on for that. I could go on about that for quite a while, even if it's just running around in circles, because it's still quite the new experience for me, being able to go there for the first time. And while it may be more difficult for me to attend cons outside of my state, once again, I really hope that one day I could go to MagFest. And I'm sure you might have heard the news at some point, Six, but they're already moving Offkai to April. So that'll be quite a challenge for those that are VTubers and also in college or in college. Con attendance is expensive and inconvenient, so it's understandable. Yeah, I think my biggest thing is more so that like flying to another place would make it more expensive. Offkai in April is wild though. Yeah, I can. There's like some aspects that I can understand with like a theming going on with blossoms and such. And with a lot of cons trying not to take up the same month as another or the same week as another. So I can get that aspect. But like the challenging thing about that would be, what about the VTubers that are in college? That'd be quite challenging for them. And as Ray's community manager Glasses had mentioned, that week would also be Ray's streaming anniversary week, and that would make it challenging. I feel like that would make it challenging for Ray to show up to the next Offkai as well. I have no idea how they'd figure that out. But either way, I'd hope to be able to see Ray at Offkai again. I'm still glad that I got to meet him, despite it being against all odds with how the line was capped like twice, and I still managed to be able to meet him. That was insane. Ooh, more lapis. I have no idea whether, as mentioned before, I have no idea whether or not the con being moved to April would affect whether or not Egg would have interest in going to Offkai next year. But it would be cool to be able to meet them. Is this the right way to go? Can I even climb this? No, I can't climb that. I could just build my way up there, though. Another pro I realized to Offkai being in April would be that since it would be California, the weather would definitely not be as torturous. Well, not as hot. Oh, which one of these blocks do I want to use? 2 of these. I feel like Rayman in Rayman Raving Rabbids, where he tries to use all the plungers to make himself a ladder, but he's just this close to escaping. There we go. Oh. What? Another creeper? Oh, a dirt creeper. How am I supposed to go through there? Yeah, I think it's mainly the fact that I'd have to fly to another state that would make it challenging. And how much more expensive that would be as opposed to going to a con that would be like, I think it was $100 for a full weekend attendance. And I feel like with outside circumstances getting in the way, I kind of got cheated out of my weekend pass. In the sense that I wish I could have gone. In the sense that I would have liked to have been able to use that full weekend. But a lot of things got in the way. Next year it'll be different. I will make use out of all those days, and I will meet Vaughn. I seek the pigeon postmaster himself. Oh, welcome, Bubble Bites. I was just sorry, I got thrown off by the lizard emote. Just earlier I was talking about how next year Offkai will be different in the sense that I will make sure that I get use out of the full weekend pass. So I feel like there was so much that I missed with the other 2 days. Some VTubers were there that I did not get to meet. Oh, what's going on? Not much. I was just talking about as mentioned before, I was talking about how next year I will make use out of all 3 days of the stumbled over my words there. I will make use out of all 3 days of Offkai. And I will make sure that there aren't as many people that I'll miss out on meeting. Because unfortunately I missed out on crossing paths with some of the people that both me and KV have spoken to. And I missed out on meeting Cottontail. And I'll never forget how, as I was talking about that a couple days ago, can't believe you didn't come see me. Hirsch, when this is one of the only few times that you've been in my chat, I don't know if you're one to... What was that? You were so lucky that whatever creature was summoning those ghosts had distracted me. Never beat yourself up too bad if you miss anything at a con, though. Them suckers is full of things to miss. That's fair. It's just C6's response to what Hirsch says. There's a thing, Hirsch. There is that VTuber research club that will sometimes give the those robots to people that can't afford to fly over to Offkai. And like one or two VTubers that I have followed have been lucky enough to get one of those robots where they could just roam around and meet people. Who knows, maybe one day you'll be lucky enough. That is if you have interest in Offkai anyways. What? Oh. Where's that Harbinger? Just right by the house. Hopefully not in my house. You want to be an iPad baby so much? Go ahead, be the iPad now. That's what I imagine the conversation for renting those is like. Could be. Just don't be in the Harbinger's line of sight. That could be how that conversation goes. I have so much aggression towards these bears for just randomly attacking me in my first couple of runs of this. Oh, the inventory is completely full. I'll just use some of these. Still pretty cool how some will be able to have those robots where they could roam around the con without having to fly over there. And especially if they prefer to have their privacy. Though I wonder how many would prefer to pick between... I wonder how many would prefer to have one of those robots, or if they would just rather have their own meet and greet. Because I imagine... Actually, wait, would the robot thing have more luck than like setting up an actual meet and greet? And when I say an actual one, I mean like one of those official ones. Because there are unofficial ones that I imagine are pretty easy to set up. Virtually not as much. In person, I think it would be a lot easier to set one of those up. I can create the full set now. I should launch the idea of a feet and greet at Offkai and make $10 million. I would avoid that like the plague. Especially knowing that... I think... Meet and meet. Hirsch, I would hope that you mean... It's like a meet and greet, but we just bring slabs of meat to each other and just bring like pork and chicken and stuff. Please tell me that's what you mean. You could call them slabs of meat. Why did I expect any more? Wait, would the boots be better than the ones that I have? +2. And then... Okay, no, that's the exact same. But what I can do is this. Upgraded storage. Though I am completely out of food. I definitely don't know how I'd feel about a feet and greet, especially knowing that there have been, at least from one picture that I've seen, they did have like the foot juice thing, like some of the people that were involved in that migrating from Fanime to Offkai. Allegedly, I can't say for sure. I haven't seen one of them myself. I just seen a photo on Twitter. And I would hope that wasn't the case. Some people would hope that it is the case. But I guess that's one thing I'll agree to disagree on. Jeez, what the heck? Notifications keep getting flooded by me talking about the meet and greet with Ray. Next year will be different. I will try to meet. I will treat my. I will try not to have a stroke. I will try my best to meet Vaughn, and I will try my best to meet Sklimbo. Because I would absolutely love to meet up with them. Like, there are a lot of people that would be going next time that I would love to cross paths with. Now, let's smelt some of the gold. There we are. Still crazy that they went with April. I'm low on food, but I'm not sacrificing the bunny. Okay, yeah, I still have the axe. Also, 6, before you get on my case about it, I'm getting to it before you get on my case about it. See, I'm gonna take all of this. Way ahead of you. I'm getting that ceiling. Especially with how much trouble the Banshees have been giving me. Oh, what timing? As it's just raining. Wait, that's not the same kind of tree. These are the ones that I'm looking for. We've gone over this. I don't mind the lack of roof. Am I just thinking of Lyra getting on my case about that? Is it just Lyra that gets on my case for not having a roof? Because apparently you're chill about it by comparison. Though I do judge you for a lack of backpack in a mod pack that I can only assume would contain one. It does, but I need quite the amount of leather for it. Hey, sir. I'll just ditch that. You can't just be escaping that like that. It's not safe for you out there. The roof can be closer to finished. Okay, maybe it is Lyra that gets on my case about the roof. I need leather. What if you slaughtered cows instead of bear, brethren? Can I even get leather out of the hide? Oh. You were saying 6? Now there are other things that I'm missing here. Okay, iron frame. So it just needs string. They really do be making backpack crafting more of a taxing thing than it's supposed to. Doesn't work if you could have made the backpack more easily. I guess you're not wrong there. I definitely do not agree with how complicated it is to get the resources for the backpack. That Enderman's just going all over the place. Reading this aloud means... What does it mean if I only read half of that aloud? Am I just half noodle? You're a noob. What does that mean, Hirsch? Alright, more leather. I guess I just gotta find spiders to kill. You're A, and we love you that way. Well, I'm glad that you accept me for what I am. Where are all the spiders? Oh wait, I see one on the mini-map. There's gotta be food somewhere. Okay, just grab some of the hearts. You walked into my fist. You can't be mad at me for that. That pig was just hiding in the bush. Colonel, I've successfully infiltrated the biome. They don't know that I'm secretly a pig. I'm just one of the bushes. Oh, spider somewhere. Alright, now we can finish that. I'm also gonna get some snake eggs. I don't need the cattail. Stop putting them in my inventory. Tallow. If I remember, I think that could just be used to... That could just be used to smelt... No, to use as fuel in the furnace. Oh, one of those things. Let me just strafe a bit, and hopefully they don't see me. I'm keeping the fox alive. Okay, seems safe enough. Well, are you excited for Spider-Man? I'm looking forward to Beyond the Spider-Verse. I haven't seen the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, but I've seen the Sam Raimi trilogy and the Spider-Verse movies. I also have not seen The Amazing Spider-Man before. Alright, third furnace. Now we can use the tallow as fuel. Just store that. Sing this. Wooden frame. I'm very excited for it, by the way. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. You've got tickets for it. Nice. Seems like this is the only option that I have. Oh, I'm missing one leather. He just made omelets out of snake eggs. Alright, just grab this. Where can I find another... Just kill this zombie, because I think rotten flesh, there's something I can do with that can turn into leather. Okay, yeah, prepared flesh into leather. I just need one more and I can make a backpack. I'd be stuck with a small backpack, but a backpack nonetheless. Have you seen an ostrich egg cracked? An ostrich egg cracked and cooked? I would love to see that. At most, I've seen ostrich eggs used in an old Epic Mealtime video. By the way, have you watched Stranger Things? I have. I am all caught up. Have you seen an... Oh! A rat! Have you seen a cooked ostrich cracked and egged? I don't know what that means. Get rid of this gremlin here. Okay, now I can smelt this. Cracked and slept with. Have I seen a cooked ostrich slept with? No, I can't say that I have. Which Stranger Things character is my favorite? I would have to go with... There are some things I like about Steve Harrington and some things I like about Jonathan Byers. Cooked in this instance would mean washed up. Have I seen a washed up ostrich slept with and egged? Ostrich equals 6. Have I seen a washed up 6 slept with and egged? Am I getting this right? It feels weird that I'm hearing the original version of this song rather than the remix that got in my head because of ad-free stream. Wait, can I use these saplings as fuel? Yes. Eggs in this instance could possibly mean to be fed eggs. So have I seen a washed up 6 slept with and being fed eggs? The answer is still no, I haven't seen that before. Okay, here we go. Smelting that. And we shall finish the backpack. Would I like to? The answer for me is no to, and it's a shame. Alright, smelting the leather. Okay, we can finish this now. Oh, there we go. This only sort of helps me. Tiny backpack. I mean, you didn't say which kind of backpack I should get. The larger backpack requires a lot more string. But luckily there's a spider right there. Deflect. And deflect again. Can't blend in with the roses that easily, sir. Now we just get to enjoy some cooked rat. Is there anything I could find by these mountains? Any nearby caves? And that barely has anything besides redstone. And nothing here yet. Ooh. I'll take some of these. Especially for if I find a chocobo. No caves just yet. I nearly thought that snake was charging towards me. Luckily, it can't do anything. Yeah, there are chocobos in this mod pack. Oh, look at that. Welcome, by the way. Oh, here's the next cave. Haven't come across a chocobo in this run yet, but they do spawn. You probably have to lure them over here if they're that far away. Parov bean? I don't know how that's pronounced. I've only played 7 and a little bit of 14 online. Okay, now up here. What can we find? Oh. I'm kind of curious about that building over there. You know what? We're going to take our chances with this. See what kind of loot we can find. I feel like this is going to be one of those buildings that has mob spawners on the different floors. Okay, there isn't much on the surface level. Okay, we go back down here. So this is one of those dungeons, and there ought to be something down here. Is this one of those Chocolate Quest dungeons, or okay, one of these dungeons? Nothing behind there. Oh, here we go. There's where the action begins. And take care of that. Store these. I don't think I need the shield now that I think about it. Ooh. Anything here? That doesn't do anything. Is there anything for me to explore here? Not here. But down this path. Ooh. These will be good for the house. I don't need the spider eye. Wait, can I just... I didn't mean for this to be my spawn point. It doesn't even matter. This is a hardcore world. I can't even respawn. I'll just grab some of the coal here. Oh yeah, something that I had grabbed, well, something that I had also gotten as a gift while I was at Offkai. KV was handing out the ribbons that the Mask Booba Enjoyer ribbons and the Mask Femme Booba Enjoyer ribbons. I did get both. Even as one that's on the A spectrum. The mask one I could at least use as motivation for the next time I'm doing bench pressing. Just be like, just remember what you're aiming for. Oh, it's spiders. Oh, there's a whole army right there. Oh boy. Can I even win this? This was a mistake. I'm falling back. Whew. Anything behind here? Wait a minute, why am I using the iron sword when I have a diamond one? I am just brain dead right now. And get some XP from that. Soon? What do you mean by soon, Six? That I'm going to have massive pecs? This might be useful. Ooh, arrows that I can finally use. Just keep that. Kill. I'm very close to death. Just heal a little bit. Why were those arrows not doing any damage? Is there something that I'm missing here? Disregard all chat comments. And give me a recipe for honey soy chicken. Is there something that I'm missing? Oh boy. Dude, it was really nice talking to you. Yeah, glad to be able to have you on. You were at half a heart and my spidey sense is still tingling. It's a good thing I paused there. I just had to see what this is, what that translates to. Gotta do some work, I'll be back soon. I'll see how long I continue streaming for, depending on if I live through this. Oh, that's right, I should set up alert command. There is alert redeem, though. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we got more white snake. Did I not grab the baked potatoes? Now we explore what this is about. Oh, what do we got here? This looks kind of pretty. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, now we explore further into this cave. Okay, that's just nothing but lava. Now we go up here. Just grab some iron here. Now, what do we find over here? Oh. There's more stuff here. Oh. A whole army of just levitating eyeballs. Okay. Wither skeleton? What the? What have I? No, not one of these things. Oh boy. I might be doomed. I can just sneak my way by. Aha! Oh! Oh boy. What? Oh, okay, okay. No need to toss me around, please. Well, at least the Banshee didn't get me. And I guess with that, yeah, I did get juggled. Well, I guess with that attempt, that'll be the end of this morning's stream. Thank you to those that have joined whenever possible. If you want to keep up to date with what I do, I tend to stream at least 2 to 3 times a week under the name JPS Freak on YouTube and Twitch. I got a Twitter and a Blue Sky that I sometimes use. But other than that, yeah, your senses did not fail you. Your senses did not fail you at all, 6. I shall now find one to raid. And I wish the Twitch thing did not... I wish the Twitch sidebar on the browser did not just lag out now and then. I just gotta reset this so I can see who is actually live. Let's see. I'm going to send you guys over to my good friend Cyrus. Just gotta make sure to get the last numbers of his username right. Zero 513. There we go. All right. Everyone be nice to Cyrus. Wish him luck on his attempt in 7 days to die. And until the next time I stream, I shall see you all very soon. Have a good rest of the day, everyone.